Watch this.
Another human being died at Rikers Island yesterday. The 13th person to die there this year, just this year, 2022. You can go look up the details of what happened, but the staff there did not assist this person who is in desperate need of help. And now they're gone.
Michael Nieves slit his throat with a razor in front of two corrections officers who did not help for 10 minutes, according to 5 people with knowledge of the matter. These are people who are working in the jails doing nothing about this.
I used to do this job out in Suffolk County on Long Island. I worked with clients. Sometimes they were going to jail, okay? And they didn't want to go to jail. But I came here to New York City where my clients were going to Rikers Island, and I've never in my life so frequently experienced people begging for their lives not to go there, from every single person that I talk to or that I hear from when I'm in lockup and I hear the person next to me. People who have been in the system before, who are terrified of the conditions there.
Mr. Bryan had been in jail for a week, ordered held in lieu of $5,000 bail, so he was in jail for being poor. Held on burglary charges and other offenses stemming from 6 separate incidents. He died after being forced out of a housing area by other detainees through a gate that had been opened by a corrections officer. People familiar with the matter said he locked himself inside of a staff bathroom and hanged himself from a pipe. Officers kicked the door open, but he was pronounced dead. Michael Lopez was 34. He was held on $2,500 bail. He was not convicted of a crime, but he ended up dying in Rikers Island because he couldn't afford to pay $2,500 bail. The crime there was being poor, and it turned into a death sentence. And what crime was it? Burglaries. He was stealing things. People do not steal things because they have a lot of options to make money. They are desperate for a way to put food on the table and pay their bills. And let's not forget how Latinos and Black people in the United States have a much harder time finding jobs and are systemically excluded from the formal economy. And so they take to crime and commit crimes of economic necessity just to get by. So they're being put in jail because of a system that was created by the same people who run our jail system. Makes sense. 14 people have died so far this year, a pace suggesting last year's 8-year high will be surpassed.
It's basically a death sentence there. It's deplorable. The vast majority of people there, more than 80% of the people there, they're being held pre-trial, which means they have not yet been convicted of a crime. And they're there. You can bet all your money on it. They're there because they're poor. They can't afford to get out. Maybe they used to live on the street. That is not the answer. It's a death sentence. It's a disgrace. It's disgusting that it's still operating right now. It needs to be shut down immediately.
They keep having to suspend correctional officers. I'm not sure how long it will be before they realize that the problem is Rikers Island itself, because this is happening with rookie officers there and with 3 officers who were involved with the incident, with people losing their lives who haven't been convicted of a crime yet. In the United States, we believe in this thing that people are innocent until they're proven guilty. This is known as the presumption of innocence. We also believe, thanks to the 6th Amendment to the Constitution, the right to a fair trial. If we really had the right to a fair trial, public defenders should be allotted the same budget and access to resources as the prosecution. And I would argue also the same amount of time to work on the case.
You call this number today. You're from New York. You call this number today. This is Governor Hochul's number. You make those phones ring off the hook and tell them to close this place the down. Then you're going to go here to New York State Gov/Find My Center. You're going to go there and you're going to find out who represents you if you don't know already. And you're going to call them and you're going to ring their number off the hook. And that's what you can do today. It'll take 5-10 minutes of your time. And if thousands of people do that, maybe maybe they'll pay attention to a disgrace and disaster that's going on right here.